And then if you're ready, Lynn, would you like to start with the mission statement?
I'm ready. Our mission, Helping Parents Heal, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting bereaved parents. Through support and resources offered, we aspire to help individuals become shining light parents, meaning a shift from a state of emotional heaviness to one of hopefulness and greater peace of mind. HPH goes a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and afterlife evidence in a non-dogmatic way. HPH affiliate groups welcome everyone, regardless of religious or non-religious background, and encourage open dialogue. Attendance at all HPH meetings is voluntary. All discussions that take place at affiliate-led meetings are confidential. We hope that participants will learn from and share with each other. Zoom meetings run by HPH leadership are not confidential. These meetings typically feature guest presenters and are hosted on YouTube so that affiliate members worldwide can watch and benefit. Neither type of HPH meeting is designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers, allowing parents to learn about many possible ways to heal. This includes presenters covering progressive topics such as afterlife evidence and connecting with children who have passed. The views expressed by our guest speakers may or may not reflect the opinions of Helping Parents Heal leaders and members. So we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally.
Thank you, Lynn. That was perfect. And so I'm going to go ahead and introduce the Reverend Sue Frederick, who is also a very, very close friend. And I'm so excited that she's here tonight and that she actually is a reverend now, which is a very big news because it took years to do so. And then after that, she's going to go into, she'll talk a little bit, go into a guided meditation, and there will be time for questions after the guided meditation. And you can type them into the chat box as the meditation is going on, although you might not want to do that, or after, before, whenever you'd like to. And Carol Allen will be asking the questions of Sue after the meditation. So we have a great team working tonight, and I just want to send healing to Irene, who just had surgeries. So I want everyone to know that tonight we're all going to, during our guided meditation, focus a lot of energy on Irene. So let me go ahead and introduce Sue. Because I know that you guys want to know a little bit more about her, although she spoke at the conference, so a lot of you have already met her. The Reverend Sue Frederick, lifelong intuitive and spiritual coach and certified soul regression therapist, is the author of Bridges to Heaven, True Stories of Loved Ones on the Other Side. I see your soulmate. I see your dream job. Your Divine Lens, excuse me, sorry, I just clicked on something, and Water Oak, The Happiness of Longing. As a master numerologist, career and grief intuitive coach, and ordained unity minister, she's taught hundreds of workshops for those who seek alignment with their soul's purpose and for those who are grieving. In her workshops and client sessions, she's witnessed the profound healing of slipping into your higher self for guidance and to connect with loved ones on the other side. Sue believes we can all connect to our departed for healing conversations, and that our consciousness is much more expansive than we understand it in this limited physical world. Her work has been featured in the New York Times, on CNN.com, Real Simple, Yoga Journal, Natural Health, and Complete Woman magazines. Her website is www.suefrederick.com. I will put that in the chat box. And without further ado, please join me in welcoming my very good friend, Reverend Sue Frederick. Welcome, Sue.
Oh, I tell you, it is such an honor to be here. You all are the people I would like to spend every minute of the rest of my life with. It's the highest vibrational group of souls. And I'm still high from the conference in August. And I was thinking about why this group is so amazing, and it's obvious. We talk about it a lot, but I believe that our souls choose certain paths for us for a lifetime that will help us grow and evolve, and that we make soul agreements with the people we love who will participate in the learning journey with us here on Earth. And often the most evolved souls will choose to break our hearts to help us grow and evolve. And all of you who've lost a child are certainly highly evolved souls who agreed to a very intense journey of awakening and growth here. And your departed, beautiful children are our teachers, are the most highly evolved souls here on Earth, don't need to stay here long, and can cross over and help all of us wake up. And I'm so blessed to know all of you, and to know many of you from the conference, to know many of you from sessions. And this group has it going on. So if you're new to this group, I just want you to know that these are your people. If you're grieving, if you're devastated, if you're heartbroken, these are the people that are going to really help you heal. So, and thank you, Elizabeth and Irene and everyone, for creating this amazing organization. So on that note, I'll say that one of the things I like to do with people who are grieving is show them that it's easy, it's not hard to lift our awareness and visit the higher realms where we can see and feel and hear and be present with our departed beloveds. But there are a few tricks to it that I want to show you before we get started. The first thing is we're going to set our intention. So right now, just take a breath with me. We are calling in all the divine beings that love us and support us, our spirit guides, our departed beloveds who cherish us, those beautiful children. I can see their faces floating by, all the kids I've worked with. So beautiful. And they're all going, yeah, we're here. We're here to help you just lift up from that earthly view, that earthly focus. We know how hard it is down there. We want to give you this little beautiful moment of respite and healing. And so you can even feel them already. If you take a deep breath, you can just feel their love. You can feel them wrapping their presence around us, because they want us to lift up, to look up, to know that they are with us. So with that confidence, we set our intention now that this evening we will feel and know and hear and see the presence of our beloveds, of our spirit guides, of our departeds. We already feel them. And of all the beings in the divine realms who are helping humans evolve. We cherish them, we are grateful for them. And so we surrender to this process tonight with them guiding us. And I've already asked them to speak through me during the meditation to help me make it easy for you. So the only thing you all have to do tonight is trust. And what I mean by that is trust that as I guide you through this, whatever feelings come to you, whatever knowingness, whatever visual images, whatever noise, sounds or voices, go with it. And even if there's the cynical left brain part of you going, oh, I'm making this up, then just go, okay, well, I'm going to make it up and go with it. Because what you'll find out is that by the end of it, it has been incredibly profound and meaningful to you, even if a part of you thought you were making it up during the process. And that's what's called conscious imagination. And what I mean by that is, since we've called in the spirits and we've set our intention, now, whatever comes to you in this process, you have to trust. Yes, this is coming to you from your higher beings, from your departed beloveds, and you're not going to be cynical or in any way doubt it. And the clients who can go right to that place are the ones who have the most profound experiences. And don't worry if that doesn't happen tonight. Don't worry. Sometimes our body is uncomfortable or something, and so we can't quite go there. But now you have this recording. It'll be on the website, and so you can go back and listen to it whenever you want to. But I'll also share that I did a client yesterday morning with this process, and they were grieving their son, and he felt his son's presence so profoundly. He was crying. He had no doubt that he was with his son. So be open to that. Allow that to happen with you tonight, with the intention that it's not to make us feel pain, but it's to help us just see how well they're doing and how much they love us. And I'll guide you to ask them a few questions and listen. And if you have a pen and paper with you, that's good. You can write what you receive. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can just go into a deep state of relaxation. The main thing I want to tell you, it's easier than our mind wants to make it be, which means we can think up all kinds of hard things that we have to do to make it happen, like meditate for an hour, do mantra, do chanting, do physical relaxation, and that's all good stuff. But we don't have to do all that either. We can just open our hearts and go with it. So on that note, let's all take a deep breath. Gosh, it's such a relief to breathe in that loving consciousness of the highest realms. Our beautiful children are here. I see them standing in a circle around us, all holding hands and laughing, going, all right, guys, we got this. Don't worry. Okay. So right now, let's start with that beautiful globe of purple light above your head. Just picture it. You can picture your departed beloved child putting that purple globe of light on your crown chakra and laughing with you. And just let that purple light wash down through your crown chakra, just relaxing the mind, the thoughts, just spinning out all of those thoughts that we don't need, that we accumulate here on earth, all the anxiety, all the negative thinking that's part of the human journey here, just spinning away and being replaced by this calming, loving, purple, sacred light. And this purple light now washes down through the entire face and the neck, eliminating any tightness or constriction in the throat where we may hold back words that we need to say or say something that's toxic. That's all being erased and healed with this purple sacred light, just pouring down, washing through every muscle, every bone, every cell, every tissue. And the purple light moves down now further through your body. You can even feel it kind of warm and tingly in your abdomen and your organs as it sort of changes the chemistry of your body, just letting you relax profoundly. And this warm, tingly, purple sacred energy moves back down further through the hips, the sexual chakra organs relaxed, release, the upper legs relaxed, the knees that need to be flexible, just all pain is released from those joints, those bones, and the lower legs that carry you so strongly through your life. And now all tension is released through the bottoms of your feet. And finally, we all are so grateful because now the children are putting this golden globe of highest consciousness light above our crown chakras. They are placing it on our heads like a crown. It's a golden crown of sacred energy that is the essence of who we are as divine beings. And you can just acknowledge that your child is placing that on top of your head, that golden glowing light. And now that golden light moves down again through your head, spinning and releasing all the human story, all the pain, all the grief. And the golden light spins through you, shooting stars out of every cell, every pore, as you become the heavenly being the divine being that is your essence, is your source, is what you are before you took on a body, and what you are when you leave the body, this sparkling, shimmering, golden light. And now that golden light moves down again through every chakra, every cell, every bone, every muscle, every tissue, spinning through it until stars are shooting out of your entire body, every cell, every pore. Your kids are going, cool, mom, cool. And this golden light just now is penetrating the space, the physical space that you're sitting in, so that if you opened your eyes, you would see golden light and stars shooting through the room, shooting through the space, shimmering, illuminating every dark corner. Just a relief to be back in that higher consciousness. And now, with the total confidence that we are lifting up above our human story, you can see this beautiful 10-step stairway in front of you, and it leads up to heaven. It's your stairway to heaven. So you can take your hand and put it on the railing and step up. And with every step, we are leaving the body and ascending into our true home, our higher consciousness being, where our departed beloveds are fully visible to us. And we step up 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and we're feeling lighter and lighter, free of the body. Oh, such a relief. And 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, and then we lift up and we are in the tunnel of light that we travel between every life. But you can see your children are already running to you. Your departed beloveds are running to you, laughing, going, yeah, I'm so glad you're here. They're grabbing your arm, they're hugging you, and now they're escorting you through the tunnel towards that light. And we know that as we walk through the tunnel to the light, we've traveled this journey between every life, and we are totally comfortable in it. And that when we emerge in the light, we'll be sitting in a circle in the highest realms with our beloveds, our spirit guides, and our departed children, our departed loved ones. They are all here in full form that we recognize. And so we walk through the tunnel, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. And now we're back in the highest realms, our home, our true home. And people are coming up to say hello, and you're hugging them. Your primary spirit guides are coming to you and acknowledging you. You can look at them, see what they look like. And now let your children, your departeds, now surround you and show you a place to sit in this beautiful space of the divine realms that is so vivid, so vast, so gorgeous, such intense colors and beautiful energy and unconditional love that is like golden super juice that just runs the divine realms. Unlike anything we experience here on earth, just bask in it. There is no fear, no pain, no anxiety in these divine realms. And this is the world that our children, that our departeds live in. So let them sit with you now. They're comforting you. You can put your head on their shoulders or let them put their head on your shoulder. And if you have a departed spouse or a parent as well, you can see them there with you in the circle. And they have all come in love, because now they are their highest self, no matter what state they were in when they left the physical life. It doesn't matter. Their true essence is as a consciousness being of God, of light, of good, in this all good universe, all God universe. And so you see them as their best and highest self now. No pain, no illness, no doubt. And so greet them. And now call on your primary guide and ask them the question that's been in your heart. It could be, why did this have to happen? It could be whatever question is in your heart. Ask it sincerely to your primary guide or to God or to your angels or to your departed child. And let's sit in the silence for a moment and listen to their answer. Now ask another question that's been on your heart. Or it could be a simple question like, how can I feel this connection more easily in my everyday life? It could be any question that has worried you that you've wanted to ask. This is your chance to ask it and see who in your group, in your circle, steps forward to answer it.
How can I connect with you more easily, because I feel you're with me. Sometimes I'm thinking I'm getting the answer.
And now turn to your beloved child or your whoever you're grieving and say, what can I do for you? What do you want to see me doing on earth with the rest of my lifetime? And listen to what they say. Take your beautiful child's hand and ask them, what is mine to do? And look in their eyes at all the love and just bask in their answer, heart to heart, soul to soul. And now I want you to ask them to help you get through these holidays, through Thanksgiving, through Christmas, without feeling the devastation of loss. Help them, ask them to help you lift into the awareness that they are with you through every moment of Thanksgiving, through every moment of Christmas, that whenever you begin to feel sad or miss them, that they will give you a sign that you will see right away to know they are with you. It could be a heart-shaped rock. It could be somebody saying a certain phrase. It could be a color. You know what it is. Ask them to give you the sign of assurance whenever you need it in these holidays. And listen right now, and they might tell you exactly how they'll do that, or they might just want you to be surprised. So listen to what they say about it. I know that some of these kids are saying, let me surprise you, Mom. I have my own way of doing this. So we have to allow them to use their creativity. Their amazing, amazing angelic energy to lighten our day in this dark season of the year when the days are short and the weather can be cold. Our beloveds will be lightening and brightening every day of November, of December for us, lifting us above the winter, lifting us above the dark days, the cold, the sadness of holidays, And this will be, with their help, our most angelically lifted and inspired holiday season, because they're going to make it so. And all we have to do is trust and know that it's in their hands. And look at your beloved right now and say, I trust you. I know you've got this. I know you're helping me. And just say, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful. And now, before we begin our journey back to the physical, I want you to take one moment here to look into their eyes, or to hold their hands, or to feel their presence, and ask them to whisper in your ear something that you need to know. It might be something you haven't asked them, but it's something they want you to know. And just listen to what it is and accept it and trust it. Oh, our beloved spirits, we love you. We trust you. We are so grateful for your presence in our lives. We know that God the good runs this universe, and we are all expressions of this, that there is no punishing God, there is no hell, that we bask in unconditional love when we leave the body, the physical world. And we ask all of you, beloved spirits and angels, to help us feel your presence as we begin the journey back home to not home, back away from home to the physical world, knowing that each of us is still here because we have something left to do, some agreement left to fulfill here for highest good. And so we ask these departeds to help us come back to the physical feeling renewed and refreshed and clear and inspired on our purpose here, and on the good work that we still have to do here, and on the people who still need us here to love them, to support them, and on all the things we have yet to experience that are so wonderful that we can't even imagine, that are still on their way to us here. And we trust that that is true, that all good things are coming to us, things we could never imagine, since we have been grieving our beloveds, but our beloveds are bringing those good things to us. And so with that complete faith and trust, we turn, walking with our beloveds, and enter the tunnel and begin the journey of walking through that tunnel of light, still holding on to our spirits, our spirit guides, our angels, our departeds, walking 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now turn back and wave to them as they stand in the light at the opening of the tunnel. They know they will be with you here, but they want you to make that journey down the staircase by yourself back into your physical body. And then I'll guide you when you get back in the body to see them again. So now grab hold of the stairway. We're at the top of the stairway, and stepping down 10 and 9 back into the body, 8 and 7, feeling heavier, 6 back in the body, 5, feeling the legs and arms and hands and feet again, and 4, taking a deep breath, and 3 and 2 and 1. And now as we come back into the body, into the full physical world, keeping your eyes closed, raise your head, your face, and say, I know you're still with me. I know that in the quantum space of time and space happening all at once, you are here now, right next to me in the physical, even if I'm not fully aware of it all the time. And I'm grateful. I trust you, and I am grateful. And so it is. And now as you open your eyes and come back into your body, if you want to take a moment to write what you experienced or just make notes about it, just so you don't forget, this would be a good moment to do that. And so maybe if we sit in the silence for a few seconds and just absorb the experience or write about it for just a few seconds. Make note of what they told you. Make a note of what they said about the signs when you need them. And what was that thing they whispered in your ear that you needed to know at the end? Make note of that. And what was their answer to your question, what is mine to do? Write the first thing that comes to you from this experience. Just write it down without thinking. So now you can open your eyes and we can do questions. I want to share with you all that I saw the faces of so many of those children, and they were so filled with joy. They were so filled with joy to have your attention, your full on attention like that, and to feel you in the circle with them, with all of us, and that we are one community, everyone in this group and all of our departeds. We are together on purpose. We are all part of the same soul pod, or we wouldn't be in this meeting. We wouldn't know each other. We wouldn't have found each other. And our departeds are so happy that we're all together. And I felt their love so much. It was so moving to me. I hope that you all experienced that as well.
I'm trying to unmute. I wanted to say that was an absolutely beautiful meditation. And I think that what might be really interesting is if someone had an experience during the meditation that they would like to quickly describe, that would be nice, and maybe give you an idea of what was happening for all of the different parents who were participating in the meditation. So maybe if you do want to say something about your own meditation and what you experienced, but not for too long, maybe just for a few minutes each person. Do you all know how to raise your hand? If you know how to raise your hand, then that's a possibility, and Carol can call on you if that's something that you would like to do. Is that okay with you, Sue?
Oh gosh, yes. And I'm seeing so many moms that I know. Gail, is that you, my Gail McCreesh, who's on there?
Let's see, Gail.
Oh, Gail, say hello, unmute. How was that experience for you, baby girl?
Hi, Sue. I'm just like bursting with joy that you're in this meeting with us, because I know Jake had such a big part of having you get introduced to Elizabeth.
Did.
So it just makes my heart so happy. So thank you.
Well, Jake saved my life. I came to Arizona and didn't have any friends, and Gail said, "You need to meet Elizabeth," and Jake brought us together. So I'm so grateful.
Yeah, it literally was my son. So
yeah,
thank you. And the meditation was beautiful. So thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to unmute. It looks like, let's see, I saw Christy was on here as well. I'm not sure if she's still here, but she got home quickly enough to be able to be on the meditation as well. And I'm not sure.
And Amber, I wanted to tell you, Amber, that I saw Jagger so clearly just now. I'm pretty sure Amber's on here too. I saw Amber here.
She is. Would you like to say something, Amber? I can, let's see. I'm trying to, oh, she's putting her hand up. So go ahead and unmute.
Sure. Hello, my beautiful friend.
Hello, sweetheart.
I'm sitting in the dark. Yeah, Jagger said to me, I asked, why did this have to happen? And he is so cheeky. He said, because I'm just that good.
I know. He was the one during the meditation when I said, ask them how they're going to show you a sign. He said, no, forget about that. Let us be creative. Let us do it our way. That was Jagger who said that.
I am sure. And then when it was time to come back, he said, Mom, it's not a big deal.
Right.
It really isn't. It's not so heavy, you know? And
Right.
he also said when I was holding his hand, he said, see, my hands got softer because he always had dry hands. And so that was so beautiful. Thank you, Sue.
Oh, love you, sweetheart.
Love you too.
You
So
all have the most gorgeous children. I love these kids like they were my own. I know them so well now, and I saw so many of their faces during this process. I hope that you all were able to do that. And that word trust is really all we need, because it's all real. We just have to trust it. I'm wondering if anyone had the ability to have the doubt and the trust happening at the same time, because I know some moms have told me that when they go through this, like part of them is feeling, I'm not sure if this is real, and the other part is feeling it is real, and those two voices are happening, but they can still go with it. Do you know what I mean?
I understand that. I don't know. Let's see. Are there any, maybe Carol, you see some people that you would like to have speak as well? I see Christy's on here, but she doesn't have her video on, so I don't know if she's going to want to speak. Carol, why don't you tell about your own experience?
Absolutely. I was just going to unmute. What I love about the meditations is, and I always say this, that Tyler comes through as Tyler would come through physically. You know, sometimes we know that they're evolved now and that they're, you know, wise, but the way he talks to me in the meditations is what makes me laugh. You
Yes.
know, he'll just say, Mom, you know, chill out. Or when I asked him, well, what do you want me to do? And he said, you already know what to do.
I know they're
like,
sassy, you know, because they keep that personality to show us, because that's how we know them, you know, that's how they'll appear for us. That's what makes it so fun when we allow that presence to be with us.
Exactly. And so I won't say what he said, but when I asked him what he wanted to whisper to me, it was something that I completely understood what he was saying. It was something I was actually going through currently. So that was really beautiful. Good. We know that it's real, and I don't question if it's him, because I've gotten to that place where I can hear him and talk to him all the time. But that was beautiful. And thank you so much, Sue.
And I also want to say to any of you who may not have been able to fully experience this, it's okay. Don't worry. This is, you know, maybe if you're new to the group or you think we're crazy gypsies, but that's okay. We're happy to be called crazy gypsies. We just want you to keep coming and trying the things we're talking about, because what you'll find is if you just try it a little bit, dip your toe in the water, it starts proving to you by having your own experiences. You know, I've always told people, you can go to mediums for the rest of your life. You can go to people like me for the rest of your life, but it's not the same as when you allow yourself, trust that you have that connection. You can feel them. You can hug them. You can see them, smell them, feel them. And that meditation we just went through, do it again tonight before you go to bed. Just sit up in bed and close your eyes and picture yourself walking up that stairway, being in that tunnel and seeing them running towards you. And then just walking to the light and sitting in that circle outside of the tunnel to have that discussion, that conversation. And just know that that's real. That's your sacred place. That's where you can go. And, you know, if we ever do this again, I want to take you to these sacred pools that I go to swim that are so healing in those divine realms. But it's a little more complicated to go there. I wanted you to have this kind of concise, easy little piece of meditation, because we make things so hard here on earth and we don't have to. So now you have maybe a 10-minute little meditation that you can use all through the holidays, all through Thanksgiving and Christmas. You don't have to sit for an hour with your eyes closed. Just go to this sacred place, embrace them, ask them a question, or even just tell them, hey, I'm having a hard day. You know, that's the most powerful thing, is just when you're having a hard day, your energy feels low, you just lift your head up and say, help me out, guys. I need to be lifted up above my low energy today. I need to be lifted into the love, lifted into the light. And that is always answered.
That's wonderful. I see that Cheryl Olson is wanting to.
Oh, okay.
Well, so let me go ahead and unmute Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Can you unmute? You haven't unmuted yet, sweetie. See if you can.
Oh, I see one of my kids there, Mayor. I can't remember his mom's name, but I did a session with them and I see that face. Oh.
There you go. Got it.
Okay. This it was weird at the beginning because I'm not good at meditating. I just kind of like okay, I can't do this, whatever. But anyways, in the beginning, I heard this voice come through, and it sounded like my mother.
Oh.
And I thought, oh, they've got some kind of a voice coming on here on this video. And I thought, they're just putting this voice on there. I just couldn't believe it. But I couldn't really understand what she said, but it sounded like an older woman.
Mm.
And she said something to me, but I couldn't really understand it. Is that possible?
Well, there was someone who was unmuted, Cheryl. So I realized that somehow.
See, I was right. Did somebody say something in the beginning?
It was about halfway through, and I was able to unmute her, to mute her right away. So probably she said a sentence, and that would be who you're talking about. And
but also take it as a
Okay.
sign. Take it also as a sign. There's no accident.
I mean,
that there was the spirit of an older woman who was maybe trying to give you some love. So you can accept that as always, on purpose. Everything always has a reason.
I know, it was like, and then I started thinking about it. I thought, oh no, that's not possible. And then I thought, you know, that was really weird. Everybody else heard it too?
Yeah.
Well,
The voice?
I was being careful to let people in, but I don't know if everybody heard it. But yeah, it was just
okay.
a short time though. But anyway, but thank you for sharing. And I was going to ask if maybe Lynn would be interested in sharing a little bit about your experience. Could you do that for us?
Well, Sue's voice is just so calming and relaxing, and we just love her meditations. And yes, my son Devin did come through in his goofy self, and he talked about his new niece coming up, and he's aware of that upcoming birth. And I suggested to him that maybe he have some help in the delivery room.
Yeah.
I don't know how excited he was about that. So.
Oh, I
But yes,
know
it
he'll
was-
be there. He'll absolutely be
He'll
there.
be poking her or doing something brotherly, maybe
Yeah.
not helping, but
Yeah.
hopefully doing something so she'll relax and laugh a little bit.
He'll
during
make
that
her
week.
laugh while she's giving birth. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was beautiful. Thank you, Sue.
Love you, Lynn.
Love you too.
So I hope everybody knows that as we move into Thanksgiving and Christmas, just be aware that we all have one foot in the human realm and one foot in the divine. And sometimes at the holidays, the human part of us gets pulled into these situations that can bring up grief, bring up memories. But whenever you feel that happening, also be aware that you've got one foot in the divine, and that it's as simple as calling out to your beloveds, saying, help me. If you're at a social situation, go in the bathroom and close the door and sit on the toilet or whatever, and sit there and go, all right, lift me above this, shift me out of my sadness, let me know you're with me. And that it will instantly be answered. That's the thing about being down here. It's not as hard to connect as our minds want to make it seem so. We overthink everything here. I mean, make a commitment that over the holidays, you're not going to overthink everything. You're just going to try to move through it with your heart wide open, trusting in the divine, trusting that your beloveds want you to be happy, and they're going to be giving you things to make you laugh, experiences to lift you up, all during the holidays, because they want you to have joy. They want you to know they're okay. They want you to know they love you. So accept it and trust it. And your role in that is at least once a day, just do something. I mean, if you can say, I can't meditate, that's fine. Sit down, close your eyes, and do the little movie that we just did, where you go on that journey, see your beloved, talk to them, listen to them, and then come back in your body. You can do it in 5 minutes or less, and then carry them with you for the day. Make it fun, especially if you're out Christmas shopping and you're worried that that's going to trigger memories or something. They're with you. They're shopping with you. You can just say, oh, Morgan, what do you think we should get for Dad, and listen to what he says. I know you already do that, Elizabeth, but they're with us. We don't have to make it hard. We just have to laugh and enjoy it and go with it and trust it.
I think that my kids pick out everything that I'm supposed
Yeah.
to do. I don't have any choice, but I see that Nancy has her hand up, and I just want to say that Nancy is a caring listener, but she's also just written a book that's going to be coming out pretty soon.
Ooh.
So I am asking her to unmute, and I hope she got to see her two boys in spirit as well.
Did. This was just beautiful. And I have to say, coming into this meeting, I knew it was going to be something special because I could feel it. I tend to feel it. I don't necessarily see or hear all that well during these things, but I could feel the energy. And I have this little light right next to me here that flickers when things are going to be really exciting. And so it was going, and I don't have great expectations for meditations, although I love them. And this was just really fantastic. I could feel going up. I could feel the energy. I could picture them on either side of me. We had a nice exchange. And then I could feel the density coming down. It was incredible. And it was tearful leaving. It was tearful. But then when you said, okay, look up and thank them, they're still here, my light started to go right at that moment. Yes, like you said, you can't make it up. But it was beautiful. Thank you. Loved it.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Nancy. That's wonderful. Is there anybody else who'd like to share their experience? We don't have a lot of time left, but we would love to hear from you. So if you do want to, then just maybe put your hand up or put in the chat box that you'd like to say something, because we don't want to leave anyone out. And again, I know Christy's on here, but her video is off, so I don't know if she's, let's see. But I see a lot of other people that I know on here. Gianna, would you like to say something? Gianna Robinson? No.
Well, let me just end it by saying the love is extraordinary for you in this universe, whether you're looking in the dense realm here where we are today, where we can still feel that love no matter how hard things are here, or whether we're looking up and feeling it from the divine and knowing that our spirit is a golden being of light, free to dance in those realms even while we're still on earth. The love is the essence of this universe. And in these holiday times, it can be hard. I know that I've grieved. I haven't grieved a child, but I've grieved a husband and others. And I can tell you that during these holiday times, as long as we know that the minute, I wear a mala a lot because I use it as like a piece to remind me, look up, ask for help, lift up, and there's always an answer. And as long as you can remember that, as long as when something hard happens, you just can remember, oh, I can just hold something to remind me, or I can lift up and ask for help, or I can remember that they're right here next to me. I just need to talk to them. I just need to say, what do you think about that, Paul? And just listen to what they say, because they're always available to us. And you all know the quantum physicists say time and space is happening all at once. So even if they're moving on or with somebody else, they're still available to us. Our logic mind can't figure that out or get that straight, but it's true. Time and space is happening all at once. So we are part of this gorgeous quantum universe. And if you see this image behind me, this is from a vision I was given of the divine essence of our universe, where the light is always winning. The light is always brighter than the dark. The love is always winning. We just have to trust it. And if we feel that things are hard, it means we're just focused on the dark corners of the universe. But each moment, another light is sparking and brightening up the dark corners, including our light and our departed's light. And we're all part of this. Elizabeth has brought us together with all of our spirits and the divine so that collectively we can shift vibrationally enough in this group alone to change this universe, to make the veil thin and even disappear, to where we're all dancing in the love that is the essence of our divine universe. Thank you so much for letting me be with you all today. I wish there was another conference and I could run around and hug you all again and see your beautiful children again. I love you all so much.
We love you, Sue. And not only that, I just want to say thank you for saying that, but it's not me who brought all of us together. Again, it's always the kids. The kids do everything and they're amazing. Yeah. And yeah. I love meetings like this because I know that they hang out together. And again, I know that they high five each other when they see us smile. They're so excited about that. And I know that they have so much fun knowing that we are now together and that we're on this path together towards healing. And you're such an incredible person, first of all, but also such an enormous tool for us to have in our toolbox to be able to offer your services to all of our parents, like this meditation, past life regressions, numerology.
Numerology, yeah, the numerology blows me away every time. I can't even tell you when I do a client and I see that their child was on this amazing master soul path and what that means. I mean, it blows me away. So we have so many amazing tools here, and it's just such a joy to share them with you guys.
Well, and it's just so wonderful for you to be able to set us on the path to being able to do this all by yourself. So giving us all of that information about numerology so that we can calculate things on our own, being able to have this meditation for later on so that we can keep listening to it and visiting our children as well. So this is really wonderful. And we always ask everyone if they would like to unmute and say thank you and good evening. And if you all would like to pursue, that would be wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Love you
Thank
all
you,
so
Sue.
much.
It was
Good night,
wonderful.
everyone.
Thank you.
Sue.
So much.
Everyone.
Thank you so much, Sue.
Love you,
Thank you,
beautiful
Sue.
baby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful
Bye,
evening.
Sue.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.